and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is near now. If we could have everybody as near as we possibly can to the presentation area, it would be greatly appreciated. Right, Mr. Captain, Mrs. Ladies Captain, just waiting for a little bit more hush, if possible. Well, almost, anyway. Right, now we come to prize presentation of Captain's prizes over the last 3 days, and I'd like to hand over first to our President, Mr. Craig Rees.
I think have I got the angle right? Can you hear me? Yes. Good. Right. Mr. Captain, Ladies Captain, members, thank you very much for coming back and attending this prize presentation. It's been a long day, and it's not over yet, and it's been a long day at the end of a long week, because on Sunday we have the juniors, and on Tuesday we have the ladies, and now today we've had the men's. And in fact, over the 3 days we've had over 200 people playing in the 3 competitions. What I'm really saying is, at the end of the week also, I'm slowly running out of puff. The elastic band has gone slack. I'm somewhere between relaxed and collapsed. So we'll get very quickly to the prize presentation. But before I do, of course, I would have to say thanks. A tremendous amount of work goes on behind the scenes putting these together. Obviously, right from Beverly in the office to Justin and his team, who presented the courses over the whole week in terrific form, and to Lynn and to Ian for all their help and for their in-house effort together as a team. It's always first rate, and again we're looking forward to tonight. But of course there's no show without punch, and in this case punch is Mark Howell. I'm not saying that James is Judy, but you know. Now, I've worked out that Mark and I have spent over 12 hours together on that tee.
15, I was thinking.
Well, 15 was it? Yeah, probably seen that. 12 hours on that tee together, and that's only when I'm there. But ahead of that, Mark has all the work with James, the gazebo, scorecards, the scoreboard, the prize table, and everything. So, without Mark and James, terrific effort. Thank you very, very much. We now go back to the beginning. As I said, we've had the 3 competitions, the junior, the ladies and the men's, over 200 people playing, and in fact we've raised on 3 days over £900 for the charities. So over £600 a day and over £900 over the 3 days, and so that's a terrific effort. The juniors, can I say again, the amount of work that Mark and his junior committee put in to the juniors is really quite remarkable, and if you knew how much it was, you'd be really impressed. And the juniors that I met on Sunday were absolute credit to Henley Golf Club, so it's a credit to them, it's also a credit to the team behind them. Now in terms of that, when we played on the 1st of September, I'd established by just a bit of coincidence that it was precisely 100 years, almost to the day, since the first junior competition was played at Henley. September 1913 was the first junior competition. It was won by a guy called Ernest Fryer, who went round in a gross 65 off a handicap of 11, so it makes it a net 54. So we've worked out it must have been a different course. But having said that, if I can then say it was tremendous scores by the juniors, and the winners joined us here again tonight to be presented. Billy Salber, there's Jack Rayton, if you'd like to come forward, with 43 points. Yeah?
Just like to say a few words. First, I'd like to thank the President for putting all the day
providing us with teas, chocolate and drinks throughout the day.
You all want some.
I'd like to thank Mark and all the rest of the junior organisers for putting on all the events, because without them it couldn't be possible, and we had 16 people, which is massive for us, for the juniors, so thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Well done, Jack.
Apparently he's got a new handicap of 9. Told you they would credit to Henley Golf Club, didn't I? Now the ladies, it was a bit more difficult. I mean, Jack was trying to follow a net 54. But again, in the same time when I happened to find out about the juniors, do you know that the best golfer, it would appear, that Henley Golf Club have ever had in the whole of their history was a lady. She was a lady called Cecilia Leith, who was the ladies' president, because the ladies had their own president in those days, from 1920 to 25. But before that period, after it, while she was a member of this golf club, she was the Canadian Ladies Amateur Champion, she was the French Ladies Amateur Champion 5 times, she was the English Ladies Amateur Champion twice, 1914 and 1919, and she was the British Ladies Amateur Champion in 1914, 1920, 1921 and 1925. And she was a member of this golf club. And not only that, she played in 33 international matches, and she won 29 of them. Now Lynn McAlpine didn't do quite as well as that. But she still managed. Well, so when Lynn comes on the tee, she says, I'm 18.4. I'll be 19 by the end of today. I'll be 19 by the end of today. Well, she's now actually off 17. And she achieved 43 points. So Lynn, would you like to come forward?
Okay. You're going to hear about that for a while.
Excuse me, everyone, if I'm repeating myself, but I am going to... Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to thank everybody again, especially the ladies, because I omitted to do that on Tuesday. I'm so sorry. In the flush of being so happy about winning, I just thought, oh, I've forgotten something. And it was to thank all the ladies who spared the time to come back afterwards, because it's really nice to actually do it all on the day when everybody's there. So thank you very much, ladies, for coming back. But again, thank you again to Craig, because I complimented him on Tuesday, because some people that I played golf with last Sunday, and I got it all wrong this, but on the previous Wednesday it had been the mixed open, and they'd said to me, it was so nice because we were welcomed by this really nice man, dark hair, glasses and everything. And I said, I know exactly who that was. And I complimented Craig because he's always been there for all the external events, and it's a great credit to the club. So thank you, Craig, again. Thank you.
Nicest thing I've ever heard, dark hair. So I think that was the juniors and the ladies, and now we get to today, the main event. So I'll hand over first of all to Mark. If we're talking in terms of numbers, because today I think we had 120 odd played today. 140. We had well over 200.
Thank you, Craig. Just one thing, obviously, we've seen Craig over the last 3 years, and it was sad that I hadn't realised, or probably didn't know, that it's wonderful celebration that we've got Craig here as our president. He is a great ambassador, and I'm sure it's going to be said many more times, he is a great ambassador to Henley Golf Club. He not only looks after all the members, he makes sure all the past captains are looked after, and the board are looked after, and all of the staff, Craig, as well. So we thank you, and because he told me he's standing down. Well, standing down, he's finished his period. So this will be Craig's last President's Prize. And Craig, I think all the members, and it shouldn't be me saying it, but I'm sure everybody else will as well. It's been a pleasure working with you, and I think the members would like to thank you as well. Thank you. Right, there was a putting competition today. We get to, not the main prize, but just what's happened today. The putting prize was won today, and there were lots of people did the putting, and they raised also the lots of money, and the winner of the putting prize was...
Hugh Archibald.
Hugh Archibald, excellent. Is Hugh here today? Wonderful, well done to you.
Couldn't putt on the course.
First major of the year, Hugh, well done. And the raffle, we now have the raffle. You don't need tickets. This raffle was done for people who entered today. It was done on the tee. Not a closed shop. We're welcome to take. You can buy raffle tickets after we've done it. And the raffle ticket for the first prize was 1, 2, 3. I just got to look at my book. Can I borrow your glasses? Oh, we're all delighted to say it was Brian Sherwin won the raffle today. Popular one. Second was 68. Is that 98? No, 68. 68. Oh, Steve Hobbs was the very popular winner. Yeah, Steve Hobbs. 98. No, I need somebody's glasses now. I can't read that. No, not you. 98. That's a hard one. Next page. Oh, Johnny Lynch. John Lynch, is he here today? No. Well, he was here, obviously, yes. And the last prize, 56. Exciting. It will be for him when he wins, anyway. Oh, David Crooks. Well done, David. And he is here. Excellent. Fourth prize. Please come forward, David. Come forward for your prize. 5 seconds left. Well done, David. Right, now we come to 2 nearest the pin competitions which happened on the course. There was one on the 7th hole, and that was won by Roy Holland. Nearest the pin on the 11th, great shot I'm led to believe, was won by Colin Grimmett. We know they're not here, so that's why we're kind of moving on. Now we come to the main event of today's competitions. In the 18 plus tournament for President's Prize 2013, with 34 points, the runner-up today was Paul Tamola. He is here. And the champion golfer of the day with 23 points on the back nine. Excellent score. And he had 36 points. Delighted to announce Chris Fisher.
Well played. Well done. Well done.
And that was for the over 18 handicaps section. Now we come to under 18 handicap section, and in third prize for President's Prize with 38 points, Anthony Allen.
Well done, Anthony. Thank you for coming back all the way. There you go.
And the runner-up today in President's Prize with 38 points was Dave Crooks. And ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the President's Prize winner of 2013 with 39 points. Going out in 33, which is 2 under par. Coming back in a good, tremendous 38 for a gross 71. Handicap 4 being cut to 3 now. You'll be delighted that we are going to call well done to the champion golfer of the day, Marcus Lovelock.
Unlike the president of the last 3 years, congratulations, Craig, I'm not going to work without notes because I'm worried that I might forget somebody. I was sat here in the clubhouse somewhere in the region of 2 or 3 weeks ago with my daughter Molly, and we were looking at the boards over there, And she said, "What are those boards for, Daddy?" And I said, "Well, they're for the people that have won competitions over the last 50 plus years." And she said, "Well, where's your name, Daddy?" And after about an hour and a half of talking her through the 4 rounds that I won, we established the fact that the last time I won anything was in 2009. And she said, because Molly's getting quite cute with her figures now, "Well, that's nearly 5 years ago, Daddy. What's going on?" So I thought it was probably best that I started to concentrate a little bit more on my golf and attempt to win a competition. Unfortunately today I did. I would dearly like to thank my playing partners, Jason Libby and Ian Thomas, for hitting into similar positions that I was in, and making sure that I knew the line on putts and chips and all sorts of things. But I'd also like to thank Bev, because she seemed like she was here all day working away, and she does for so many of the competitions. The guys in the office work incredibly hard, and I'm very grateful for that. Adam Taylor and Justin for the greens and the condition of the golf course. I'm bound to think that it was fantastic today, but I hold a few putts. I thought the greens were absolutely fantastic. Lynn and all of the bar staff, Ian in the kitchen, worth your weight in gold, and we really appreciate what you do. Lucy, my darling Lucy, for allowing me to play as much golf as I do, because without you I'm sure that I would be incredibly poor, but I think she's very tolerant of my golf and how much I enjoy it, but it's a love affair, both that and the golf as well. Just a final mention, there's lots of people in my age group at the moment whose parents, for whatever reason, because of the age that we are struggling with various different illnesses and bits and pieces. And I would like to, if I could, dedicate this win to any mother or father who has introduced their son or daughter to the game of golf, because we are blessed, and I appreciate that very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening, folks. Thanks very much.
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming, and once again, so please enjoy the rest of your evening as it goes on. Thank you very much.